Bail bonds for DUI, what you need to know. We are frequently asked how the bail process works for a person who is charged with an Arizona DUI offense. The first thing is the individual must stay in jail until they appear before a judge. At that time, the judge will inform the arrested individual of the charges that have been filed against them. But that is not the only thing that occurs during what is referred to as the arraignment. It is also when the magistrate or judge set a bail or bond amount. Ultimately, the amount of bail will depend on the state's criminal laws in which the individual is arrested. Bail bonds for DUI. For these cases, there are three major types of bonds. The first one is called personal recognizance, PR bonds. When it comes to PR bonds, basically the court releases the person based on their word that she or he will appear at their subsequent court dates. While on bond, they also must not commit any additional offenses. PR bonds definitely don't tend to be the cheapest kind of bonds, as you may have guessed. However, personal recognizance bonds are fairly rare whenever the case involves drunk driving. So let's cover cash bonds now, which is the second major kind of bond. With cash bonds, the person needs to pay an amount of cash to the court's registry. If they fail to show up in court, the posted cash is kept by the court. That sounds fairly straightforward, right? We can now discuss the kind of bond that is most used in DUI cases, which is surety bonds. With this type of bond, a local bail bondsman in Arizona or another third party agrees to be responsible for the individual appearing in court and in exchange receives a fee. Here is an example to consider. The bond amount has been set at $5,000. Instead of completely draining their savings account in order to post the bond, the individual contacts a bondsman. Bondsmen charge 10% of a bond in Arizona. Bail amounts for DUI. We need to mention that the actual amount of bail for a DUI will depend on the criminal history of the individual and the bonding schedule that the jurisdiction uses. As with cases on other crimes, the more convictions and arrests that you have, the more money you can expect to have to pay. A first-time misdemeanor DUI may cost you only $500 in bail money. On the other hand, bond amounts on a felony DUI may be up to $50,000. Conditions for DUI bail bonds. Usually, there are specific DUI case stipulations that will need to be met apart from bail being posted. By that, we mean being ordered to install an ignition interlock device and maintain it on any vehicle you are intending to drive. This type of service can range from $80 up to $200 a month. Some judges, of course, might choose other conditions like drug and/or alcohol screen while your DUI is in the pending stage. Keep in mind the court is going to do anything possible to keep the community protected. There are definitely circumstances where a judge will require a person who has been arrested on a DUI charge to completely avoid driving while they are out on bond. A quick clarification: if your driver's license is suspended, that is done through the Secretary of State in your local area. How our local bail bondsman can help you with a DUI bail bond. Has one of your loved ones been arrested recently and booked in a jail in AZ on a DUI charge? You then need to act quickly. We here at Didn't Do It are prepared to help you. For over 50 years, we have been helping families and individuals get out of tough situations. What is different about Didn't Do It bail bonds is we treat all of our cases with the utmost confidentiality and respect. Are you worried since this is the first time that you have needed to contact a bail bond service? You don't need to worry. We have a third-generation business that is staffed with some of the best bailsmen in Arizona. We will be sure to take the time to explain to you the bail process and is needed from you. We also welcome you to ask us any questions you might have. Unlike many other bail bond companies in Arizona that tend to rush through their cases, we deliberately slow things down in order to help ease your mind. Our 24/7 bail bond staff understand that individuals make mistakes. However, after a person is arrested, it is critical to have an action plan in place. You can be confident that our licensed bondsman will diligently work to get the bonding posting process expedited. Let's briefly discuss how payment works. It is definitely hard to come up with a big sum of money quickly. You can rest assured knowing that our flexible agents can devise a solution for you that makes sense. For your convenience, Didn't Do It bail bonds accept check and all major credit cards. We offer payment plans that are stress-free as well. From emergency bonds to domestic violence bail bonds and DUI bail bonds, see how our agents can help you. Call one of our local bail bondsmen today.